Hello, welcome to my studio. We're camping in the studio tonight. No stealth camping here tonight. Got the sounds of nature though. Sounds of nature are playing. Anyway, today's camping is only for setting up and testing out and checking out the new tent that I got for my wife and my kids so that we can go camping. Because wife and kids don't always like hammock camping, so I got them a tent. Let's check it out. This is the tent right here. And this is the Fast Camp Mega 5. Fast Camp Mega 5 pop-up instant tent. When you're in a hurry or when you're lazy like I am, you get this tent right here. Pull it out of the bag, throw the bag somewhere, you're good to go. Pull this strap out. Right here, it's attached, so keep it on. And then, here comes the tent. Ready? Yeah. Let's put that over here. Fast Camp. Let's take a look inside. Alright, this is the Fast Camp stylish one-touch tent. It's got ventilation and a flap that you can strap out. More ventilation and a strap you can flap out, making an awning. This here's the door. Got a screen mesh door and a normal door. Looks like a pretty good rain guard around it. On the inside, kind of dark right now, but I'll get some light on. Pretty spacious, pretty spacious. Let me get it set up and I'll show you. Okay, on the inside here, strap that up there. Take you around. We have mesh doors that have good ventilation. Both doors have a awning flap, you know, they can strap down outside. Got a little pocket here, you can put your stuff in. That's good always to have. Over here, there's a little door that can flap down, like make a wall. And that's kind of going to keep you from your gear if you want to put your gear over here. Because this is also a door. There's two doors, one at each end. So you can have one for your gear door and one for your other door if you're going in and outdoor. There's good ventilation on each corner. So ventilation on each side. You know, these really good windows are on both sides. Got the pocket on both sides as well. Plenty of good ventilation all around. There's some ventilation over here as well in the corners. So all in all, this is a good sized tent. I can fit in it easily. Like plenty of room. I'm not touching that wall, I'm not touching this wall. Plenty of room for me. And my camping mat, if I bring a camping mat, which I obviously will. If I'm sleeping in a tent, I'm gonna bring a mat. But then there's room for like my wife, or like 2 or 3 of the kids, or me and my wife in a lot of gear, or just me in a lot of gear. Plenty of room up in this. There's no top ventilation, plenty of ventilations on the side. That makes it a little bit more waterproof, I'm thinking. That's a good thing, right? Some good seals right here. Let me see if I can show you that. Some good seam seal right in here. That's taped and sealed real well. I'm pretty sure this is not gonna leak too bad. The review said it's not really watertight, water resistant, not really waterproof. So I will be having a tarp over this during bad weather most of the time. And I'll be Scotch guarding it, so it'll be a little bit more waterproof then too. But I'm sitting up, got plenty of height, there's nothing bumping my head. I'm 6'5" to 6'6", somewhere around there. And I weigh 223 pounds. I did not put a ground tarp down tonight because I'm on my carpet in the studio. So, quick review. I haven't used this tent yet, so I'm not going to really vouch for how it's going to hold up outside in the field. But so far, size-wise, this is great. Ventilation looks like it's very well ventilated. Everything looks perfect. Everything looks great. I'll go over it with a fine toothpick comb, and we'll find some problems with it somewhere, I'm sure. But for the money, this is a nice pop-up, easy to set up, easy to take down tent. You should probably check one out if you're interested in that sort of thing. But for my needs, this is what I needed. Let's move on. All right, coffee in the tent. Let's make some coffee in the new tent, shall we? First, step 0. Yeah. Breaking in the new tent. Here's a hot box. This is Clouds by Design Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. Same dugout I always have, but this is Mountain Dew Delta 8. Right here. Everything I need for coffee. Coffee and more, but mainly coffee. Right? So unzip this. Pull this out. This is my coffee. Got knife, fork, spoon. Pull the cup out. And here we got the fuel. And the burner. And the spare lighter. I believe I stole that from my wife. So, what do you think about tents? I'm not really for tents that much. But when they have their need, I like to have one. My family doesn't camp much, so like they're not really that much into roughing it. They need a tent when they come camping with me. So I got this mainly for the wife and kids. But it is spacious. And if I find a need or place, I'll go take it to that place and I'll use it just solo like, you know what I mean? Go camping by myself in a tent. It's not very portable as far as like backpacking or biking. This is more of a car tent. I guess you could find ways. Wouldn't be too hard to find ways to make it better for a bike. I mean, it's not that big. It's pretty big, but like if you strap it right, it can fit to my bike. I've tried. I'm sure there's a way I can fit it there. But then it'll be in the way a little bit when you're pedaling and stuff. You don't want all that. So, mostly do you camp with a hammock or do you camp with a tent? I mostly camp with a hammock. But I'm thinking with stealth camping, it might be easier to find locations that are more tent friendly than they are hammock friendly. So, I've been thinking about getting a gear top Plume 2 bivy tent. The Plume 2, because it's got the lower profile, they got another one that's got like a higher profile that you can actually sit up in. But you know, stealth camping, you want that low profile. So I was thinking the Plume 2 might work for me. And if it does, then we're gonna get that because it was like $89 in tax, 90 bucks, something around that. And we'll start camping in that. Hot's on. Okay, but winter is coming for me. This is fall right now for me. October is fall for where I live. The trees are gonna start losing their leaves. The snow is gonna start coming down. We get snow here. And when it comes down, it's gonna be cold and everything's gonna be less green. So stealth camping is gonna stand out if you've only got like black stuff or camouflage stuff. So I gotta be a little bit more inventive with my stealth camping when it comes to snow. Other than that, it doesn't get too cold. Like the lowest I've ever thought it got around here was maybe negative 20 something Fahrenheit. Like a cold winter is normally like 0 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe 13 degrees Fahrenheit. You know, it doesn't get too cold around here, but it will get cold. So I need to have better gear for winter camping. Unless I want to spend a lot of money on ultralight winter camping gear, it means having to bulk up my pack and bring more stuff. Which I'm usually all about ultralight. I don't like to bring a bunch of stuff with me, but I will if I have to. My coffee kit alone is like a little bit more than I would care to bring with me usually. But you can't like skimp on your coffee. You know what I mean? Coffee. And then I also have, right here I got sugar and cream. I did not buy these as food containers. These used to be grit containers for rock tumbling grit. I do a lot of rock tumbling, so I have a lot of these containers left. These have been thoroughly washed, You do not want any grit in with your food contents. So these have been thoroughly washed, then dried, then thoroughly washed and dried again. Coffee, creamer, sugar, your basics for making coffee. Alright, that's doing pretty good. Let's make some coffee. So, yeah, stealth camping. I don't normally stealth camp. This is just stuff that I've been doing recently to pass the time and to get used to the gear that I haven't been using in years, because ever since I met my wife, I haven't been camping. She's not much on camping. So I've been camping this year a little bit more often than I have been in the past like 12 years. So obviously, safe to say, I didn't have actually any gear. So I had to get all new gear for camping. Not all for stealth camping either. Check these containers out. This is why I like these containers. Unscrew, and then there's a little lid thing right here. Pop that right off. Makes it extra sealed tight and waterproof. Like no rain or anything, so you can get your sugar and shit. So that's why I love these things. I'm sure you can maybe buy them separate. I just had them left over from the tumbler. Great for using for this particular thing right here. Water is steamy, just right for the coffee. I think we'll go ahead and turn that off. So I will be doing more stealth camping in the future. I just want you guys to know that it's not what I focus mainly on. If you guys are interested in watching mostly just stealth camping videos, I would suggest you go to Hidden Hammock, Weed in the Bush, and Check them out. There's also Steve Wallace and the oh, I got some more. Hold on. There's also, let me get you through here. You want to go to, for stealth camping. Stealth camping, you can also watch, a lot of the videos I watch are hidden hammock and weed in the bush. But there's a new guy in the running. He's not very new, he's been around for a minute. But I've been watching him now. And his name is Movement Drifter. Movement Drifter has a nice little channel on there. And you can find him. He's Australia, I think he said. Movement Drifter from Australia. Hidden Hammock from New Zealand. Weed in the Bush from Canada. And I'm Crow from America. But we don't really go by anything except for, like, you know, I don't stealth camp much. I don't know why I'm just like rambling on. But you know, I don't stealth camp much. But I love camping, so there'll be stealth camping videos. But I also do all kinds of other stuff, just random. And I never know what I'm gonna point my camera at next. So if you're into some random stuff that might bore you and help you fall asleep, I'm your guy. If you're into some amazing stealth camping videos that'll make your adventures, like, your brain will be going, why can't I be doing this right now? You will want to just follow these guys all the time. I suggest you subscribe to them. Steve Wallace, Weed in the Bush, Hidden Hammock, Movement Drifter, stealth camping. It's out there. It's happening. Might as well embrace it, because we welcome you. If you see us stealth camping and you want to walk up, it'll scare the shit out of us. But at the same time, we're nice people. Just make sure you're announcing ahead of time. I do have a Beretta with me at all times. I don't want to be scared to the point where I'm like, pop, pop, oops, sorry neighbor. So like, you gotta be careful when you're approaching a stealth camper. Just like stealth campers have to be careful while they're out there. It is dangerous out there. People might run up on you. Deer might run up on you. Bear might run up on you. Bobcats might run up on you. Just talking about my neck of the woods. I don't know about your neck of the woods. But like, there's issues that are out there that could be dangerous. So be safe. And don't do stealth camping to like get attention. Don't be like out there risking the boundaries, you know, like it's good, it's fun. But don't be doing things like stealth camping inside the Chuck E. Cheese ball pit. You know, it's like, we're not looking to like make stealth camping a thing that's hated by cops. Stealth camping is just camping. We're just doing the same thing we would be doing if we were camping. We're just doing it in unusual places. And it's mainly because we can't get to an actual campsite. Not because we're trying to be like thugged out rebels, you know. We're not rebels. We're campers. Peace, love, unity, and respect. Plur. That's my code. That's what I live by. Treat everyone how you would be treated. Treat your enemies better than your friends, but treat your friends with gold. Just always respect everyone, even if they're not out to respect you. Thank you for watching. I know it's not the usual video, but what is a usual video for me? Everything's random. So here's to camping.